know one of the enemy. I want to say enemy slash. He was a really nice guy, and I was like, we got on well. It's just so. I told you a glass if you said no. Georgia says. Oh jeez. So
try to
so
be the
you know
bigger man.
my nickname Stimpy comes from when I used to play football. When I was younger, I used to play as a goalkeeper, and I was the smallest goalkeeper in the league with the best clean sheet ratio. Like, I was on like a 40% clean sheet ratio, which was something mad for the league, because like the highest I'd ever seen until I got injured, and then the backup goalie went in and crumbled. But the season after that, because I couldn't land on my right arm as much as I used to be able to, I got moved to left back. And there's this guy on a team that we played often, because it's like one of the teams you used to train against. If you know, like, younger Sunday League teams, you always used to have like this local team that you used to train with to like help both the teams. This guy was their right mid, and on the pitch we were like absolute enemies because we both counteracted each other. So I used to play a very, if you know football now, an Andy Robertson role where you'd run at the wing and cross in.
I was the same.
But
I was that same role,
I always used to cut in on my right and cross it in. Like, it'd be a whipping thing and all that. I ended the season with 24 assists or something stupid. But he was the polar opposite to me. He was very aggressive as a right wing. He was very like in my face. And between the two of us, when we played against each other, I think it amounted in 25 training sessions. There was 32 yellow cards and 4 red cards between the two of us.
Fuck it out.
Like, we went at each other. Off the pitch, we were really good friends. I don't talk to him now, but we used to talk quite a lot because it was just like we used to give each other tips and stuff because we used to help each other out. And because we were local teams for each other, we never played against each other because we were in different leagues.
Yeah.
So they were in the league above us, and I subbed for them a few times as the left back. So I was always crossing to him. So we had a really good chemistry when we played together. I don't know why I didn't move team, but it was always really good against us. But on the pitch, dire enemies. Like, we literally go at each other. So you've seen the whole headbutt situation with Zidane,
with the
right?
referee. Oh, yeah. With Zidane, yeah.
Zidane one, yeah.
The Zidane one. Literal recreation of that when we were like 14. He headbutts me. I go down to the floor, but whilst I'm falling to the floor, kick him in the nuts.
Ooh.
Reckless.
So we're both on the floor. I'm holding my head. He's holding his crotch, and we're just like, neither of us can get up. We both get like, I got like stretched off because I thought I had concussion, and he just hobbled off in pain. And then we both walked back onto the pitch and sat in the sidelines and just laughed with each other and like just drank a bottle of beer with each other. It was quite fun. So it was very much a frenemies situation, but like,
yeah,
it got very violent at times.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So I think Dalton's story was the worst.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dalton's story definitely.
I mean, the guy's in prison, so.
I wouldn't even think where the guy that strangled me was doing now. Definitely went down a different path.
Yeah.
Oh, probably, yeah.
All involved in a lot of drugs and stuff.
Most probably.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with drugs apart from the illegal aspect.
Right, well, I don't have any more particular topics to talk about.
I don't have any more particular. Is there any comments or questions in the chats that would like to be answered? Because we have both chats open, so he is enjoying these stories whilst he eats his food, apparently.
Love that, that's what we're here for.
He uses paracetamol for some reason, but I don't know why.
So Kayla has missed that entire story, but I'm sure she can watch it back on the YouTubes.
She can watch it back on the VODs or the YouTube or the TikTok. There'll be some sort of recording somewhere. Try throwing a chair at someone you hate. Ooh, I said this. Oh, I've got one more story, and I've said this in the VC last night. So Dalton knows what this is. This is the Argos story.
Okay.
So I used to be a team leader at Argos when I used to work there when I was like 17, 16. I went very high up in the ranks because I'm organized and know what I need to do. I for sure like to see a Tinder or a relationship podcast. We'll get on that. We'll sort it out. It's fine. So yeah, basically, I was training up this girl called Kate or Katie or something, and she was really nice. And me and her were having a laugh whilst we were on like customer services, talking to each other. And this one customer comes up, 100% a Karen, right?
God, Karens.
And she's like, "Oh, I bought this bike for my son for Christmas, and it didn't come built." I was like, "Okay, two things, Karen. One, you had to pay extra for it to be built and sent to your house. And two, I think I did say on stream, Guy, but I'll say it again. And two, it's April. You're past the return date. What are you here for?" I was like, "Oh, but I want a return because you promised it to be built." I was like, "I didn't promise it to be returned because I can clearly see here you did not pay for it to be built for you." And she got very angry with me, and then I can't calmly explain it to her. She kind of seemed okay with it. So me and Kate started talking. We started knocking everything off the till. Next thing we know, I hear a shout from my friend across the store. I think it's Ben. I can't be exact. It might have been Adam or one of the other guys. This lady pulls a tire out of the box and flings it at me and Katie. I grab Katie by her collar / her ponytail and pull her down to the ground as I kind of like army flop onto the ground with myself. The bike flies over our heads and crashes into the pile of items that are on like the back shelf that are to be served to people. So like in Argos, back in the day anyway, like items used to be stacked on shelves behind the counter where you served.
Yeah.
So the tiger's crashing into there. I stand back up, say, "Katie," whilst I'm on the floor, I say, "Katie, stay down here." I stand up, say, "What the fuck are you doing?" This person like flat just tries to like throw a tire at us, and I'm like, oh lordy, I don't really know what to do in the situation. At this point, one of my colleagues runs out across the road to Curry's in Leeds. So this is in, I think this is in Leeds. It might have been Bradford, where I used to work. But she runs out to one of the stores opposite, grabs a security guard, and the security guard comes coming over. Me and the guy that called it out are restraining this woman from throwing any more stuff at any of the colleagues or anything. Because it's the bikes, there's like metal frames and stuff. So we're like,
this sounds mental.
We need to make sure that she doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
So we're like, we were like restraining her. The security guard comes on her, tackles her to the floor. And we're like, "Thank you. We don't think that was necessary, but thank you." She comes in 2 weeks later and speaks to my manager about it, and she's like, "Oh, I spoke to the person that was supposed to be managing that shift, and he was really rude to me." Blah 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 blah. And I just straight like, I've seen the clips. I've seen the recording. You were really rude. You threw a bike tire at two of my colleagues. Get out my fucking store before I call the police. The police gets called on her. She gets arrested for assault. I get called into the police station for questioning, and I kind of let her off because I think it felt bad. Because like she was just annoyed that the Christmas present went wrong. Like I see it all the time.
Yeah, but there's being annoyed that your Christmas present went wrong. And then there's being an insane woman for trying to throw a tire at someone's head. Like, Jesus Christ.
So I'm a very forgiving person. So I was like, yeah, sure. There's this, and this. Just as long as she doesn't come into my store again, I'm fine with it. So she's got a restraining order against me. I've got a restraining order against her. And so does Katie.
Well, then,
which is fun. I never thought I would be a person that has a restraining order against someone, but it's fun.
No.
It's fun. Also,